We're sweating!
He's sweaty.
The sensors on the locker's handles cannot be seen. It's well known that some detectives are unaware of their presence.
How? How? Tell
the
me
locker
how.
opens when they reach for it,
But
so
no.
problem solved.
If I remember, Gumshoe was like, it's very sensitive to how you put your hand in it, and you really gotta like make sure you put your hand on it like the right way. So like, how could you not know? Oh yeah, the handle only works when I like hold it a certain way. Like what?
The men just got the luck of the
What?
draw.
But apparently, Detective Gumshoe said something like that too.
At any rate, it doesn't seem that this is relevant to the crime.
I
Which
don't know
probably
about that.
means that's relevant.
That's very true.
Can you tell us what you were doing when the crime took place?
I believe I was in the middle of my third yee-haw of the day.
Oh my god. And his 86th hootenanny.
What were you doing in a place like that?
I was eating spaghetti.
He's a spaghetti western.
That doesn't seem very Western.
Not even Angel's steak lunches can beat that parlor's Vongola sepia pasta.
Sepia? Sepia? Why is there a color?
Nah,
What?
it makes sense. Pasta usually is yellow.
Do you mean to tell us you were on a lunch break? You abandoned your police duties to eat some noodles?
Alright,
Comments?
go at it. Is spaghetti noodles? That's the question.
No, spaghetti is not noodles.
Well, I think it is, on account of spaghetti western being a thing.
That's noodles, and oodles are fun.
Not all desperados eat tacos, partner.
God, I'm so hungry.
That's not what I meant. I hope this has at least taught you a lesson. When you leave your post, people die.
That's strange. I wouldn't consider Noodles pasta as Phoenix, but you know, this is usually where Edgeworth says something like, "Did you not want to raise this year?"
What? Okay, can I ask you, sir, what the does that mean?
Out of ammo, Officer Marshall?
That's right, partner. Or as you'd call it, evidence.
I would never call it ammo.
If you plan to pin me to this crime, then you'd better draw, because it's high noon. Otherwise, you're just wasting my time.
Like we said, it's always high noon somewhere.
My steel horse is waiting to carry me back west to the sunset.
One thing seems to be clear. Despite being responsible for guarding the evidence room, the witness doesn't appear to have seen anything.
Okay.
You are so fired.
We're going to have to show the fingerprint. That's, I think, the evidence we have to show.
It's definitely.
Jacksons don't take orders from anyone. Everyone knows that.
Apparently your superiors don't? Okay. I have a trump card up my sleeve, so I'd best keep my cool. Before I use it though, I better up the ante.
Which one do we do, though? Which one should we do it at? I think... So this says at the time he went down?
He's saying he's somewhere else when this is happening. I think this might be it.
You think this is where we present the fingerprint?
Think so.
I think it's definitely the fingerprint.
Yeah, you should do that.
This one? Okay.
E to present. Objection! Officer Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd that the music stopped? That is, you being called in to testify like this.
That's his serious face.
He's gonna shoot me.
After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime, allegedly.
And yet, you dragged me down here. Explain yourself, partner.
That's the ASMR.
It's quite simple. You left a very large trail behind at the scene, or to be exact, a handprint.
Listen real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crypt. I pay my respects. That is, make my rounds about once a month. It's only natural my fingerprints would be in there.
Yeah, but your
In
bloody
blood?
fingerprints? Objection! That's not what I'm talking about because I only wish it were true, officer. Tap! But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood.
Oh my god, the shoes.
Witness! What's the meaning of this? Your blood-stained fingerprints were at the scene of the crime?
The blood was wiped away. However, a luminol test clearly revealed this.
Are they going to come and tell me that tomato sauce will also show up on luminol?
They
Hold
better
on.
not. I'll
Hold
lose
on.
my mind if they do.
Luminol works on blood. And what is tomato sauce? It's the blood of the tomato fruit.
Oh my god.
True?
No.
Technicalities.
You have to stab a tomato.
Well, Officer Marshall,
Seems to me There ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders.
You gonna chop mine off?
I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall.
Please don't do this to me. Oh god.
About the blood-stained
I
fingerprint.
think they're gonna do it to you.
Please don't do this to me.
They might do it to you. Very well. You may begin your testimony about your fingerprints. For the love of God, don't say it's tomato sauce. I will cry.
There's an episode of Adventure Time where Finn and Jake are detectives and they find what they think is blood at the scene.
Dude, check this. Is this blood?
Yeah, man, that's definitely blood.
And it turns out to be tomato sauce.
It's not blood, it's tomato sauce.
I remember that episode.
But I'm not ready for this to be frickin' spaghetti sauce.
Found at the scene of the crime.
Well, like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in that evidence room. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the blood-stained handprint. The murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance.
Okay, he didn't do it.
The bloodstain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated.
Okay.
Oh,
Whew.
I was worried. Like, you have no idea.
Or didn't you know that the murderer was wearing gloves? See? I had nothing to do with it.
So you say.
I think I was gonna die.
The witness's explanation appears valid,
Allegedly, Your Honor.
although there's room for doubt.
As there always is.
Life wouldn't be fun without any doubt, partner. I got no doubt about it.
But that's no fun.
The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
This guy's hiding something. I can feel it. Now's my chance to prove it. Let's press everything.
As we always do.
Press, press, press.
Hold it. That's because you, how did you put it, pay your respects to the Bone Orchard. Once a month, head into the Bone Zone.
You're about to enter the bone zone.
That's a weird way of phrasing it, partner. Yeah, it's an evidence room. But yeah, that and one more thing. That locker happens to be mine.
The locker with the white fabric.
Sticking out of it.
Yeah. Sussy wussy.
Incredibly so. What? What do you mean? Judge, how could you possibly misinterpret that?
I mean what I said.
And I said what I meant. A cowboy is faithful 100%.
I remember that one.
That's the locker I used when I was a detective. The locker I still use. All that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken dreams.
I see.
It'd be strange if my prints weren't all over that locker.
Apparently his fingerprint data was never removed from that locker's programming. He must have been using the fingerprint lock all this time without ever knowing it.
I think he knows it. I think he's just playing it up.
Oh, he has to know. How could he not?
Okay, we're gonna keep pressing.
I would.
So then, what about the bloody handprint?
Wasn't mine. It's no mystery.
Please explain.
He was the one impersonating Detective Goodman.
I think so.
My locker is covered. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This whole thing is about a knife and what's in his hand.
Oh.
Nah, he'd never use his shaving knife to stab Meekin.
What if he was in the process of shaving? Then Meekins did his thing and he freaked out. He's like, ah, fa-ching." My locker is covered with my fingerprint. It just so happened.
That's one heck of a coincidence.
Hold it, Tap. The chances of that happening are 1,000,000 to 1.
On the contrary, one could argue just the opposite. The chances of that not happening are 1,000,000 to 1.
Huh?
That's not how probability works.
That's just not how math works.
Now hold your horses there, partner. I said one could argue it. I didn't say they were right.
Well, I would agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong.
Let's get one thing straight, partner. You ain't gonna get no reward from me with a mere fingerprint. You wanna know why?
Because all my phones are Face ID. Hold it. Unrelated.
They're as different as night and day. Kinda like cereal and cereal. One's got to do with breakfast, while the other's a type of murder.
What if there was a serial killer that killed people specifically only while they were eating cereal? Then they're not unrelated.
Or someone who specifically kills people and chops them up and puts them into small, like, O shapes.
Oh, that's
and puts
the
them in a
bones.
bowl. That's why it's a bone orchard, yeah.
There you go.
There you
Then,
go.
then it makes the
All makes
Cheerios,
sense.
the Bonios, the
And he
cheery
eats
bones.
them out of this, like, this vase of blood.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the vase of the crime scene.
He's right. Although seemingly alike, they're totally different.
I don't see what homonyms have to do with this.
Everything, Phoenix. Everything.
How did you know that?
I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up on the report.
I gotta say, it doesn't seem like you do your job when you're supposed to be making 3 rounds a day and you're out at a different place eating spaghetti.
There was a blood stain at the scene, thought to be left by the murderer.
This man is a walking contradiction.
That's right. It was found on Detective Gumshoe's locker.
However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint, and there were multiple detectives, so they would have detected it.
Oh yeah, I think we tried detecting it too.
So that would mean
It's a detective.
the murderer, wearing gloves, happened to place their hand on top of Officer Marshall's fingerprint.
That's the only conclusion.
We're not Occam's razor in this.
Nope.
Are you starting to get the picture, partner?
Absolutely not.
The picture?
This seal of blood. In the desert, it's just food for the buzzard.
Uh-uh.
There's only one reality. That's this.
Oh, and that'll be your downfall.
The security tape.
So long as my trail isn't there. Can't say otherwise. Like a bloody rag in an evidence locker. It doesn't fit in the videotape.
Oh, this isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then, continue your testimony, Officer Marshall.
Oh, wait, too bad it wasn't me in that video, huh? Press?
I'd press.
Hold it. What do you mean by that?
Why would you say that if it weren't important?
You trying to hard tie me to this crime, isn't that right, partner? If so, that video is the only direct evidence you have.
Objection, Tap. But that video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots.
Phoenix.
Blind spots.
Phoenix, it's right there. Use the eye drops.
Places you can't see.
Oh god.
Cameras panning back and forth. The floor isn't shown. If someone was familiar with the camera's position,
AKA the guy guarding the frickin' station.
they could leave the room without being caught on tape.
So very true.
Cap, we don't have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright.
Well, Mr. Wright, if you could show us evidence in this video that indicates Officer Marshall was present, please do so now. Yes, we can. We spotted this one a while ago.
This is step B that we had to go through A1, A2, A3, A4.
Oh,
to get
literally. You were not wrong, Ori.
to.
You were not wrong.
I knew that's how it works.
Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall.
It's just always how it works.
Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might wind up being the one making the mistake.
Now then, let us have another look at the video. Show us this incriminating evidence of the witness, Officer Jake Marshall. Fast forward, please fast forward. Thank you. I still very much hate this video.
One replay later.
And not there yet.
A few moments later.
Oh god, this is gonna lose us points if we get it wrong though.
For the first time this whole trial.
Yeah.
I know, right? On the edge of my slick.
That, bringing our attention back to the security camera, is a mistake I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall.
The days are short in Texas, and so are our tempers. Everything is bigger in Texas, and the problem is even the nights. And so the days are short.
No.
Could you sum up what you said in 8 words or less?
Probably not, but I'll try. Tap, you can clearly be seen in this video.
6, 7, 8. Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner.
The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video.
One replay later.
Right there.
That locker with the white cloth sticking out. That was the witnesses, I believe.
Now then, let's rewind the video a bit, because we just can't do this fast. It's just incredibly slow.
The judge is incredibly slow.
One rewind later.
Oh, the white cloth! It's gone! What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall?
When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Tap, Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away.
Order, order! It would seem that the only...
Hold your hold. Sorry, partner.
I was
but
speaking.
You...
No one interrupted
Nope.
the judge.
Sorry, partner. I was talking to you. But you got the wrong man.
Then explain.
So what if my locker was open?
What do you mean, so what?
That doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it.
We did prove that with not Goodman, unfortunately.
Marshall. I think that now he actually is ignorant of the fingerprint thing and not just playing it up.
The murderer needed to hide something, so he opened a locker and stuck it in.
Oh!
It's not my fault he happened to choose mine. Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man?
Because
You
you are
are.
obviously blatantly wrong.
This guy isn't just plain dumb. The wheels are turning, but the hamster's dead. He really doesn't know. I hate to rain on your parade, but you're the only person who can open that particular lock.
Oh yeah? I call your bluff. You say I opened that locker. Now prove it.
Take that. He's sweaty.
We're sweating!
A fingerprint sensor?
He's sweaty.
We hope you enjoyed watching this episode of the Arcade Cabinet.
Join us. We're live 9 p.m. Eastern, Twitch, and YouTube.
If you like what you've seen so far, consider giving us a like and subscribe for more content and chaos.
See you next time.
And Meowth, that's right!
No.